Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot, to my latest reading, which is on what does your boss think about you. So there's three different piles. Pile number 1, the gold pile. Pile number 2, the white crystal pile. And pile number 3, the pink circular stone pile. So pick whatever pile you think works best for you, and let us get started. What does your boss think about you? Let's see, pile number 1. The 5 of Wands, the conflict card. The 4 of Wands, and the Judgment. So I'm hearing your boss thinks that you are moving on to sort of greener pastures, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, your boss thinks that you are like moving on. And I'm hearing your boss may even be bitter about that. They may feel that you're, and this may or may not be true. I'm seeing the word paranoia. Your boss feels that you're ready to move on to something else, and she feels that, or she, as is what I got first, feels that they've poured a lot of energy into you, and they feel that you're almost, in some cases, like, I'm hearing that whether they think you're a good employee or not a good employee, like, it's sort of like it's overclouded, but they feel that something about the foundation is being shaken, and you're moving, or they fear that the foundation will be shaken and you'll be moving on to something else. And they feel that this is, in some cases they feel it's inevitable, and other lie. I'm hearing lie. And I'm hearing they may have lied to you about something, but now they think that you're lying to them. Like it feels like a lot of unconscious shady energies going on at your company or with this person, and it's like, and it's kind of like and they feel they almost, it could be even a series of bosses, but they feel that you're almost laughing at them. I'm hearing the word paranoia, but you're going for your dream. They may even they think that you're laughing at them, like you had one over them. They feel this feels like a very unhealthy company. But in other cases, they feel that you're a good employee, but they may be sad to see you go, but they're kind of like perturbed about something as well too. An expert. They may feel that there may be a lot of ego at your company, and they may feel that they're an expert and they can somehow own you or your life. Posture, interesting. Posture, and then homosexual, interesting. So it feels like there's a lot of shady energy. Not that there's anything wrong with being a homosexual or anything, but it kind of feels like there's like this energy of people, in the past where people would pretend to be something other than what they were, right? It, like when people were gay, like 100 years ago, they had like, they would pretend to be something. That's what I'm getting from that card, right? Like there's sort of this pretension. So they feel almost that you're pretending, like they're pretending, but they feel now that you're pretending, and it's like there's this weird energy of pretentiousness and pretending, and now they think that you're pretending, and it's sort of like they feel kind of perturbed about something that you did or didn't do, or that you did something the wrong way. It's like this sense of, it's like you did something for yourself. You got grounded and you decided to no longer be a particular way, or something about your expectations were not met. So then you kind of, and I'm hearing for some, this may have been a situation you've left behind. This could be an old boss, and you could have a better boss now. This could have been something that happened in the past, and it's sort of like there was like you kind of may have left a controlling people that thought they were your mother or your parents, and now you're in a better company. But some might still be in that energy, warrior woman. But you somehow got into your power. It sort of gives me the energy if you got into your power and someone didn't like that, or you started dressing differently and the boss didn't like that. You may have had a glow up, or there's this sense of being threatened, your boss being threatened. It's like they may feel that you're friends with people more than they are. like, or something like that. Like, they may feel this insecurity, like there may be a boss that feels that you're better friends with another boss, you're better friends with another coworker, and they don't like that. Boundaries. So it's like you put your boundaries up. I'm hearing there may have been, with the SUL part of this card, there may have been like an inappropriate boss that like went over boundaries and you had to move away from it or something. You had to say goodbye to something. And you may be, if congratulations if you're at the new company, but they may, okay, something about they were not innocent and they made you feel less than innocent. And you may have had a fresh start. So you may be in a place where you're with a better boss who does like you and benefits. So it's kind of, so this sort of, there's an energy of change for this pile. And then I've got you're on the right path. So it's sort of like, with this pile, it's kind of like there's an energy almost beyond your workplace. There's kind of an energy of moving beyond and being in and like a situation is better, or moving or being in the process of that. There's some shady energy and sort of and like you may be measuring your options, or your boss, like there may be a boss scrutinizing you that was really an odd duck in a bad way, somebody who was a really dark soul, and now they're like, it just feels like there's this, and we've got kind of a card that's a little bit licentious, if you will. So you may have been funny things. I'm hearing even cheating, like somebody was cheating on their wife, and you had to cut away from it. There just seems to be this energy of confusion, like, and in some cases, I'm hearing in some cases you spoke up, and in other cases they knew that you wanted to and you couldn't speak up, so you left. So there seems to be, and I'm hearing if you're in a better company, you could have a good boss now. I'm hearing that there may have been some changes, so you may be in the midst of this energy, but in some cases the answer could be that the boss really does like you if you've made some shift and change. If you made some shift and change, or there may have been there's just an energy of change within your life or the company's life, and a new boss. Like maybe you had, even at the same company, you may have had a terrible boss, and then like people complained, and now it's all been shuffled around, and there's a new boss that likes you where the other one didn't like you, or you're in a new company, the other company was toxic and even invasive or creepy and funny. That's what I keep on getting. There was a situation that had to change, or it does currently have to change, that's invasive, creepy, or funny, and not in a ha-ha way. Funny, but like where there's a lot of pretension. That's what I get with this card. But then you move to another company where it's like things are better. So I'm hearing if you've moved to another company, they may be spying on you. Almost like there's this paranoia energy where they're spying on you and stuff. It just feels weird. The energy feels weird, but then it feels like you changing, and then something involving you in your life getting free from some energy. So it kind of moves beyond work and it involves you. But I'm hearing something about, when I see that card creepy, I'm hearing that there's a boss who was creepy, a boss who was like really creepy. It could even be a woman too. I'm hearing it could be a man or a woman, and it's just like, and you, something about some completion. And then I've got the gold here, so it's sort of like you're on the right path. I'm hearing like finances are important to you, so you're on the path of finding good finances, of finding good energies in your life, and it's a very positive thing. So it feels, I'm hearing like a spiritual message would be, I get another spiritual message, because this seems to move beyond your boss. But there's some weird, I'm hearing for this pile, there's a lot of weird energy, bad energy, and then there's a change, and then there's a good energy, or you're in the process of creating that. So yeah, Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty, Devotion, Priestess, Mrs. Teacher. So I'm hearing that in some cases you might be moving, warrior woman, you may be moving to a job that requires you to be your highest and best self. And yeah, your highest and best self, and grandmother of Jesus. So it feels like it's spiritually positive. Like it feels like it's spiritually positive. Even if your boss was negative, it's spiritually positive. All right, pile number 2. Hello, pile number 2. What does your boss think about you? Queen of Cups. So that feels promising at first, but I haven't looked at the other 2 cards, so let me take a drink of water. The thing about these kind of readings is you get one card, it can be positive, but then you get the other ones, and then it can totally change the element. But, oh, that seems to be positive, because hard-working. 8 of Pentacles is someone, you see she's working really hard, and Queen of Cups. So it feels to be positive. And 2 of Swords. So I'm hearing that your boss is kind of, they're not quite sure about you, but they think you're a good worker, and they think you're a good, positive person. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, they're not quite, in some cases, they're quite sure that you're good and that you're a positive person. They seem to have a positive energy towards you, but in some, they're not quite sure. They think you are, they think you're emotionally positive, and some, but you look at this stone, it kind of matches the Queen of Cups. So let's see what else. There may be more to this story. Let us see what else. So, blank. That's an interesting, a blank card here. So that would kind of be what I'm talking about. The person doesn't really know. They don't lie. Interesting. Blank and lie. So this person may be a little bit suspect of you, but I think they're pretty much suspect of anybody. So it's like sort of share. So this person, they may be a suspect of you because your way of doing things is a little bit different, and they don't know why you don't share. They may feel that you're a bit tight-lipped or tight-fisted or keeping things to yourself, but why should you really have to share anything? So they may be suspicious of you in that regards, right? So strangers, like I'm hearing this person may want to be buddy with you, and you may be a little bit reticent to be like that, right? So they may feel a little bit offended that you don't want to be buddy, but they think that your gifts are good. That's what I hear. They feel that you're gifted or relatively gifted, but they feel this person may want to know what's going on with you because they want things to be solid, and they almost feel like they have to control and know everything about everybody. Like they want to know everything about everybody, and it's sort of like they may be a little bit invasive, and they need to take a step back and sort of see that you have your boundaries, they have theirs, and that's probably the way it should be. But they kind of, so I'm getting a kind of funny, like a sort of a, not like work with devotion. So I think that they think that you work with devotion, but in some cases it's kind of like they may wonder what's going on behind the scenes and be a little bit suspicious. And I'm hearing that this person needs to raise their vibration. I'm hearing a thorn in your side. Their boss, I'm hearing if your boss is a thorn in your side, know that it's their problem, and they need to have faith and raise their vibration and take a step back. I'm hearing that they could have a boss figure that's kind of really foolhardy and stubborn, and kind of wants people to, they want to know everybody's thoughts and feelings, is what I'm hearing, and you're not sharing it. And I'm hearing you're kind of happy with that. Yeah, you're happy with that. You feel that as long as you do your work and go back, it's fine. But they don't think that. They kind of like detach from the situation, and then like it's kind of like this person needs to be a little bit less invasive, and they may not be actually invasive, but you may kind of feel their energy. You know, when someone's not being necessarily overtly, like they're not harassing you overtly, but they've kind of got this energy of sort of suspicion and uncomfortability, and you're just like, what is this? What is this? And everything, right? So it's kind of like they need to see the forest for the trees and stop putting expectations on you. That I'm hearing they need to stop putting expectations on you that are not work related. They need to kind of go a little bit direction than they are, because not everyone at the company is a social butterfly and wants to air their laundry. Like, some people may just want to go into the job to have money, and there's nothing really wrong with it, right? Not every job can be our ultimate calling, but I'm hearing that your boss may have an issue with people who only come to work for the money, which is kind of strange, which it's like, don't we work for money? So this person may have this weird psychological expectations and issues they put on people, that they should just love to work and maybe work for free or work after, and they feel it's a slap in their face if they almost feel like if you don't do everything the way that they want you to do it. There's a boss figure that it's kind of like they feel it's a slap in their face. And they feel that they start being retaliatory and offended when there's no reason to be, is what I'm hearing. They kind of feel, or they may collude, and it's like they may they get really offended if they think people aren't really into their work 100% all the time, but who can really do that, right? So it's kind of like this person may expect everybody to be 100% keener, and then that may not be reasonable. They may feel like everyone should be so dedicated to their work that they don't like anyone holding, the Four of Pentacles. They don't want people holding people back. Like, I'm hearing if they hold back, it holds everyone back. It's like this person, the boss could be kind of a philosopher energy, and I'm hearing they have some very strange philosophical ideas that they're bringing into work. I'm hearing in some cases, like some very strange philosophical ideas, I'm hearing most bosses, like Nine of Cups. I'm hearing most, like, the boss, like, mostly they're the less suspicious boss figure of which you picked this pile. Think that you're okay. You're okay. They don't know exactly what's going on, but they're pretty sure that you're okay. I'm hearing that's what they'd say. Oh, I'm pretty sure that you're okay. And then some would like to sort of invade your space and be a little bit more invasive, and I'm hearing that's not really acceptable. This person may think things that are, there could be a boss. For this pile, it's kind of split. There could be a positive boss figure that's just that respects your boundaries. I think you're good, and they leave it like that. They think, oh, you're good. Queen of Cups, you do your work. Queen of Cups, you do your work. A nice girl who does their work, and they don't really want to know beyond it. But then there's another boss figure that's a little bit too, bringing some strange philosophical ideas into the work that are very, very odd, I'm hearing. Or like, there's more to do with this person's hopes and dreams than it's like they've pinned their entire hopes and dreams in this company, and they can't handle that not everyone loves the company as much as they do. Like, they could be like a toxic, you know what a keener is? Somebody who's really keen about everything, and there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but they're really judgmental if people are not completely into their work 100% of the time. So that's the other energy I'm getting. Somebody who's kind of like toxic, like they want everyone to choose better, and they think everyone should choose their way. So, but for the boss figure, I'm hearing there's for some that pick the pile, there's no problem, and your boss is a nice person who doesn't really think much of you, and they don't really care much about you either. They just want you to do the work. And then there's the one that cares, in quotations. It's a little bit more invasive, and they're always giving people the side eye. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, they kind of give people the side eye all the time, and they kind of have that sort of weird energy to do with some weird philosophy is what I'm hearing. Pile number 2, and then I've got pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. What do we have? What does your boss think about you? Let us see. Page of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Interesting. Pentacle energy. I'm going to get some more energy about this. Let's see what we've got. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands. Okay, it's not quite clear yet, but I'm going to get some more, and I'm going to get the... So, Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles. So, what does your boss think? Okay, your boss thinks that you are, I'm hearing, in most cases, diligent. In some cases, too much like a queen, and like wanting their position, or they may feel suspicious that you want their position. So this could be somebody who's very easily threatened with like people wanting their position. They really want to be up on their high horse, or either their position, or they never want their authority questioned. So they may feel that you question their authority on one or two occasions, and they don't like that or something. They like people to be the servant, is what I'm hearing. They really like, okay, that's what I'm seeing now. They like people to be the servant, and they feel that I'm hearing there could only be one queen of the castle, and they don't want you to be the queen. They don't want you to be the queen, and it's sort of like new beginnings. Something about I'm hearing in some cases you may want to leave this position if this boss, and it's not going to resonate for everybody. You have to go within to decide if that's the right choice for you. But ready for change, new beginnings, ready for change. So this may be a toxic boss that's showing you that it's time for you to move forward, and it's not going to resonate for everybody. But so if you feel that that's what the divine knowing is, then that is the message that resonates for you. Because this person, they feel that you may have a boss figure that's sort of hormonal and disturbed, and you may be wondering, should I stick it out, should I not? But I'm hearing that for some, this is like a perfect segue to move into something else. But you'll know, it's the Queen of Cups. You'll know this is I'm hearing for some that they may be competitive for you. They may even be romantically competitive with you. I'm hearing competitive. So some of the people who pick this pile, they may play like these circular emotional games where they promise you one thing and they don't give it to you, or they lead you in one direction and then they basically change you into another direction. And you may find this person to be very overwhelming, and they may be, I'm hearing life is great. I'm hearing that this person could be actually competitive for you. It's almost like and it's like you may feel that you're in this circular feedback loop with this person where they do kind of the same thing, and you may wonder, why are they doing this? Why are they acting like this? And it's like because they have an old pattern in their mind that they're almost working out through you, perhaps with other people, but it's kind of like, what else does this boss figure think about you? Let's see. Eight of Wands. And then we've got Eight of Wands and another Eight of Wands. So something about Eight of Wands. What is it about Eight of Wands? Okay. Let's see. What is exactly? Because that's about quick movement away or towards something. So, something about vacation. They may think that you're taking too much vacation. They may, okay, what I'm hearing from this is this person may want to curtail your plans. Yes, and then I've got this knocked over right here. So it's like almost like if you have a plan, this person may like almost like, okay, this is what I'm hearing. Like, say you have a terrific vacation planned to Italy or something, and they might become really competitive and deny you the the time or something, because they subtly kind of, in some cases, I'm not saying for all, they want to like mess things up for you. Yeah, there's a dark figure right here. It kind of feels like there's this dark figure that's not necessarily safe. But then they've got the Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. What about, tell me, what about Eight of Wands? Okay, so it's sort of like, okay, I'm hearing, it just keep on getting competitive, like a ruler here, right? Measuring things. It's almost like they may think that you're too fast. As in that you're too fast, or like, to them you do, like, they may, like, it's like they feel bizarrely competitive. It's almost like this person has kind of an immature energy. Like, it's kind of like almost a nasty energy for some of you who pick this pile. But it's kind of like, if just for example, just say you're filing something, and then they're kind of like, I gotta be faster. I gotta be faster. I gotta be faster than this person. And it's like, they compete in ways with you that wouldn't even make any sense. It's like, I'm hearing you're unaware of just how pathological this boss figure is. You may have seen some indicators of this person. They're a little off, but they're like, this person's very competitive with you, which is odd. It's like King of Pentacles, or they may have think that you've taken something of theirs that was very precious to them. I'm hearing they may think that you took something of theirs, or that you're trying to steal their sunlight, or their joy. They may tell a very strange story about you, and it does feel focused on you. Let's see what else. What about the wands, the movement away, the movement away? What exactly does that mean? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they may feel that you're Ace of Pentacles, you're trying to get something that they want. And you may not see this. And I'm hearing they may not even see this either. They feel very, very unconscious. Like they're very much, like they kind of almost steal well-being from other people, because they're afraid that other people are stealing well-being from them. They feel that they're a very young soul. They feel that almost judgmental too. Like they feel very like competitive. That's what I keep on getting, and that you're going to get something before them. They may be reading up on you, or reading up on ways to love. They may be reading up on you, thinking that you like stole something from them or something. I don't know. It's very, gift. It sounds very odd, but like I'm hearing a gift. They may have given you like a pointed gift. Like, it sounds funny, but they may be like, it's almost like you've gotten this circular feedback loop with this person. It may have even gone on for years, and it's like kind of like you don't really know what to do with this person, and they basically want to be, I'm hearing they want to be the king of their castle, and they don't want any threats. But they meet, when someone gives a gift, like just say someone needs to lose weight, and then someone will give them as a gift a weight loss book. It's almost like they'd almost give you a compliment disguised as an insult disguised as a compliment. They almost, I don't know, they feel almost competitive. They feel quite focused on you. And maybe a supervisor I'm hearing, not quite even a boss. This could be somebody who's not quite the boss, but underneath the boss. And somebody that other people have had trouble with too. An enemy, yeah. And it's like they feel specifically focused on you. It's like they're focused in this way on a lot of people, but they could be specifically focused on you as well. But, faithfulness. They feel almost like you started it. Like you were disrespectful to them. You maybe challenged them, but it was just, I think, hearing that you would try, you may have given them a message about something that wasn't working well in the company, thinking that your intentions may have been good, thinking like, oh, I'm going to help this person. You may have tried to get on this person's good side, but yet they victimized you for it and felt like the victim. Like it's like they were, you were trying to help them at first, and now they're just kind of like, they're kind of like, oh, it's all about appearance. Like they may have taken something wrong, created a story about it, gotten obsessed, and gotten very competitive. Boy, there's a lot of weird bosses out there. Let me tell you that. There's a lot of weird bosses. Anyway, I think I want to leave this energy now, so have a terrific day. Bye-bye.